Morning, I miss Tell It Like It Is. I hope everybody's doing well out there. I'm just getting ready this morning to head to work, but today's topic is, I have to take your vitamins. Today's topic is, we've all fallen in love with people who meant us no good. And we all have. We've all fallen in love with people who've meant us no good. And a lot of times we don't realize that right away. But our eyes slowly come open to the reality that, hey, I don't know this person at all. I thought I knew this person. But then we still find ourselves in love with this person. And that's because we fell in love with, some of us fell in love with the ideal of being in love. Some of us fell in love with the illusion of who we thought they were. And then some of us are in love with the illusion of who we want them to be. So when you're in love with the illusion of who you want someone to be, a lot of times it makes it even harder for you to walk away from that person, because you are not living in reality. You're living an illusion, an idea of who you have placed in your mind this person is. And when this person disrespects you or talks to you any kind of way, then you're hurt, you're shocked, you're devastated. But don't be. Don't be, because they're only doing the characteristics of who they really are. They're only being themselves. And slowly but surely, you need to accept the reality that, hey, this person is just being themselves, who they really are. You need to come into grips to know that you deserve better. You don't deserve someone that is going to disrespect you, going to call you names, going to degrade you, put you down. If a person can't build you up, then what do you need them for? What do you need them for? You definitely don't need them to tear you down. It's enough in this world that we as people face every day that can tear us down. Anything that we call or say that's close to us or we cherish as someone to love us, or, you know, someone to be with us, they're not supposed to tear you down, but they're supposed to add something into your life to build you up. And when you find a person is tearing you down, in reality, even though you have placed this idea, illusion in your mind of who this person is, in reality, you're sleeping with the enemy. If you're not sleeping with the enemy, you're in love with the enemy. And that's a dangerous thing, to be in love with your enemy. And so you have to ask yourself, are you going to keep living an illusion of telling yourself this person is a good person, this person is a nice person, this person means you well, when in actuality and reality, they mean you nothing but harm. Are you going to keep living in that illusion? Are you going to keep telling yourself a lie? Because what does that say? A lie will bind you, but the truth will set you free. Let me tell you, a lot of times when you're living in a lie, guess what? Guess what, people? You feel in your spirit, in your soul, you feel in captivity. You feel like you're in a cage or you're in prison. Because you are. You may physically be free, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you're in prison. Why? Because when you choose, or when you have fallen in love with the ideal of being in love, or you fallen in love with who you thought you fell in love with, or you fell in love with the illusion of you telling yourself this is the person that you love, but this person isn't really that person that you say you love. Where you are living that lie, you could never be happy. You could never be free. You could never be free with someone who is trying to take your identity, who is trying to cover up your personality, who is controlling, who is smothering, who is demanding, who is possessive, who's insecure. Real love doesn't work like that. Real love is not insecure. Real love is not possessive. Real love is not controlling. Real love is freedom. It's allowing you to be yourself. Real love is not about trying to change who you are and possess everything around you and try to take over everything about you. That is control. That is captivity. That is bondage. But no one can bind you. No one can put you in jail, in prison, mentally, physically, spiritually. No one can do that if you don't allow them. And if you have allowed them, it's time for you to wake up and realize that you need to be in love with somebody. But you need to be in love with the most important person in the world, and that is yourself. You need to take back the power and the control that you gave this person over your life. And only you can do it. No one can do that for you. But you need to slowly start taking back that power and control that you gave them, because they can do no more than what you allowed them to do. And a lot of times when you falling in love with people that are not good for you or didn't mean you no good, or who is your enemy, they use fear to keep you a lot of times too. But you have to tell yourself, if God be for you, who can be against you? You have to tell yourself, no weapon formed against me will prosper. You have to tell yourself that God is your protector. And no dominion formed against you will prevail. And saying that, you all, I have to go. I miss Tell It Like It Is. I would love to talk longer, but I can't. You take care. Have a wonderful day. I'm out. Tulu.